What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Johto Trainer TV. Today, it's Team Up release day, which is sick, and we're just taking a look at some new decks, some old decks that we're updating with cards from Team Up. And I wanted to start out with my main deck because I'm definitely right now. I'm thinking I'm going to main Lost March through this Team Up, season until our next set comes out in May. I like the Team Up cards. I like the Tag Team GXs. I think they're cool. But I think one prize attacking decks like Lost March are also going to do great. And this deck gets a lot of stuff from Team Up. Specifically, Pokemon Communication, huge consistency booster. You can just use it to throw Jump Bluff back into the deck, grab a Skiploom, evolve, and then bring the Jump Bluff back out onto the bench, which is crazy. You get Erica's Hospitality. What I'm doing here, how I've updated my list, is I took out Timer Balls and Ultra Balls, replaced them with Pokemon Communication. I replaced all my Lilies with Erica's Hospitality, because Lily's great turn one, but I was very, very rarely using Lily turn one with this Lost March deck. And I honestly think you can draw more with Erica later in the game, which you need with this deck. After turn 2, turn 3, Erica becomes a lot better than Lily. So I wanted to just replace all my Lilies with Ericas. We're still running Elm. We replaced one Rescue Stretcher with one Brock's Grit, and the reason is Brock's Grit is just like a better Rescue Stretcher, and because we run so few energy, I wanted something in there that could get some of our energy back. Now we won't always need it. But it's like, okay, so if we need to attach a Grass Energy to a Marshadow to retreat it for some reason, we don't want to lose that energy forever. So we can at least use Brock's Grit to shuffle it back in. If we go up against like some sort of stall deck that's discarding our energy, we can get it back with Brock's Grit. Unfortunately, we can't get back our DCEs, but we can at least get back our Grass Energy, and that's really helpful. So I decided to replace one Rescue Stretcher with one Brock's Grit, and we'll see how it goes. Other than that, we're running 4 Natu. One thing I thought about throwing in here, I thought about putting in this card with the Scoop Up block, because if you're not one-shotting some big tag teams or Zoroark sometimes, early on in the game, if you're not one-shotting, you don't want them to Acerola, and this stops that. But I don't know if it's going to fit in yet. But we may try a list with this Mr. Mime. So that's just kind of another tech option in there as well. Anyway, I'm going to save this up, and let's just jump right into a match on the ladder with this Lost March deck and see how things go. I really do like this deck, and I love playing Lost March. I think it's so fun. I think it's a really good deck too that just got so much better with the release of Team Up. Honestly, I went on a 12 win streak with this yesterday with the updates I made. I'd never gone on a 12 win streak with this. It was crazy. So, we'll just see how this goes. I think we're going to do great. So just thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoy these videos. Great. We're starting off with an Elm, Pokemon Communication, and get rid of that Jump Bluff. The only bad thing about this hand is starting with that Marshadow. But honestly, I think we're okay, especially they got a mulligan, so we're going to be able to draw some more cards. We are playing a mirror match. So not good to start with that Marshadow in a mirror match. Not good. We'll see how this goes, though. Never good to start with a Marshadow in the mirror match. It's just going to, because the big thing about the mirror match is you don't really need to get a lot of stuff in the loss zone to start knocking out your opponent. So turn 2, we're getting knockouts, and it's just, if you start with the Marshadow, you kind of lose the prize race. They threw a Jirachi. I could see it. I'm going to try to remember to take a look at their deck list after this, because it's kind of interesting to throw the Jirachi in there. Oh, they're using the Nuzlocke Gathering engine too? Okay, we actually might win this because I think they just did too much. Did they maybe take out the Natus? They might have taken out the Natus or at least a few of them, to run this Jirachi engine with the Nuzlocke Gathering. Nuzlocke Gathering basically says you can look into your deck for a Pokemon that has Nuzzle, put it in your hand. So you just throw it out there, you look for Emolgas with Nuzzle, and then you just Lost Blender them away. I just don't think it's that good. You're never really begging to have a Pokemon in your hand with Lost March. You almost always have a Pokemon in hand with Lost March. And this dude's got they're going to let loose us turn 1. Wow. The great thing about Lost March is it's literally built to recover from a let loose, because you do it to yourself all the time. They had a great turn 1 hand, I guess. I don't know. I felt like we had an okay one, except for all the Pokecoms. That's annoying. Wow. All right. Let's just start with this Great Ball, see what we get off it. Hoppip. Okay. We honestly need a Pokecom away Trumbeak for a Marshadow. We prized 2 Marshadow? All right. Wow. At least we have a Guzma to get that Marshadow out of the active. But I don't want to use it this turn. Come on. Ugh. Wow, not a good start. Not a good start at all. The great thing is we can Guzma next turn. We can use our full hand basically and instruct again for 3 more, but having prized all those Marshadows was rough. The other nice thing is he doesn't have a lot of attackers out. I don't know why he's still Lost Blendering. You obviously don't need to Lost Blender anymore. You got enough in there to deal with Lost March. He needs to start getting knockouts now before I start getting knockouts, and he's not doing that. So great, you got, okay, here we go. We can at least knock out that Hoppip this turn. I don't even need to knock out the Emolga. I'm targeting his attackers. Great Ball, yes, nice. Okay, so now we can knock out the Jumpluff. We prized 2 Jumpluff and 2 Marshadow. Are you serious? That's crazy. All right, Netball for Grass Energy. I also love the Team Up Energy. So our opponent made some big mistakes that allowed us to recover from that. I can't believe we're taking the first prize. And we got a pretty good hand. I'm happy about that because we'll just attach that Grass Energy to Jumpluff. I bet we get a Marshadow or a Jumpluff. Yep. Oh, man. Okay. So what do we want here? I really would love a supporter, like a Cynthia. That would be great. Actually, Erica would be even better. Well, not really. Unless he gets more stuff on his bench. The nice thing about Emolga is it has free retreat, just like the Jumpluff, which is pretty big. Okay, he's going to get knockout here. That's fine. He doesn't have any more attackers out on his bench. He'll retreat that Emolga, knock out our Jumpluff, we'll knock out his, and we're doing fine here. So I like the idea of the Nuzlocke Gathering engine. Let's see. Turn 4. He's got 10 in there, so he's doing 200. I just don't think it's as good. You sacrifice a lot to get those Emolgas in there. All right, so we need a good top deck here. Or we need a Marshadow out of our prizes. Lost Blender. Yeah, we need the Lost Blender. Put a Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. We'll Lost Blender these Jumpluffs. The only reason I'm doing that is I just want to draw one. See what we get. Yes. So that was the right play. You never know, but it also got us down to be able to instruct, which is pretty big. We'll put down a 2 and we'll just we'll attack here. See what we get. Hopefully Jumpluff. Nope, Marshadow this time. I was hoping Jumpluff just because I could Pokecomet away for a Skiploom and get that Hoppip going. Then we have the Net Ball. Now we kind of got to rely on getting our DCE, which is fine. They got theirs, so they'll be getting Knockout this turn. That's fine. We have a great turn next turn with the Erica. We're going to be drawing a lot of cards. So we should hit our DCE. I really hope they don't Lost Zone our Brock's Grit with that Trumbeak. Good. Please don't Marshadow. I think they're going to. Nope, they took out Trumbeak. All right. I think they must have gotten rid of a lot of the Let Loose Marshadows. I run 3. I think you need them, and you can always Lost Blender them. I mean, yeah, they're up there in damage now. They're doing 240. Good for them. We don't need to try as hard, especially in this matchup, to get up to that 240. Wait, why did he put the Jumpluff up? He really screwed up there. Put the Natu out. So, yep, our opponent made a lot of mistakes. Let us win. That just wasn't the best match to show off this deck to you guys. So we'll go into another one here. All right, come on. Hopefully we get a better match to play against. Looking at he's got Colorless, Grass, Dark, Psychic. I was tempted to say this is like another Lost March, but I don't know what the Dark type is. Great hand. I mean, yeah, you want to start with an Elm, but if you could start with that Lost Blender and a Cynthia, that's not bad either. First tag team. So this is where we got to get up there in damage. So, we'll Lost Blender the 2 in Marshadow because we need all the Jumpluffs we can get. Because we need to be sending stuff to the Lost Zone. All right, we got to Pokecom this Marshadow and grab a Hoppip. Tell me we have 444. We do. Okay, we could be all right here. We only have 2. Oh, we had 3 Trumbeaks in deck. But we'll be all right. We're doing good. It's going to take him a couple turns at least to get that on there, but then he'll be one-shotting us. with just his main attack there for a grass and a DCE. He'll be one-shotting everything. He's got the Absol. If your opponent's detective Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, its retreat cost is 1 colorless more. That doesn't really matter to us as much. Oh, no. Come on. No. No. No, no, no. Okay. Thank God we got that Professor Elm. Because that would have been bad. All right. Nest Ball. Hoppip. Professor Elm for a Hoppip and 2 Skiploom. We really need to top deck something good. Great thing is, if we get up to that, 280, we need 14 in our lost zone. And right now we have 6. And if we can get another Skiploom, we'll have 10. I mean, we're getting up there. I don't even know what to do here. I'm just going to throw the jump buff up because we can. The problem is I know this deck runs a lot of healing, so it's almost worthless to attack. We could take a prize. That may be the wise thing to do. His biggest mistake is running that Absol. You basically want to run just the Shamans. And the reason why is, if I go and Guzma up the 2 Shamans and knock them out, then I still got to knock out 2 Venusaur Celebi. But if I can get all 3 of these up and knock them out, then I only need to knock out 1 Venusaur Celebi. And that's his big mistake there. So I'm going to get rid of the Shaman. And let's hope we can grab a Cynthia or something out of our prizes, or a Marshadow, or a Nest Ball, or Net Ball. Well, I mean, we can go grab a Hoppip with that Pokecom for a Marshadow, depending on what our top deck is next turn. So, fine with that. And with the Poison and Burn, geez, that attack is crazy. That's just taking us out immediately. It's nuts. It's so funny. Well, it's not that funny, because if we don't get our damage up here soon, we're done. Yes, okay, we got the Skiploom. Floral Path. Now we're doing pretty good. Let's get ourselves a Marshadow here. How many we got in there? We have 10 in there now. Netball for a Hoppip. Pokecom for Marshadow. This is why Pokecom is so great. So great in this deck. I'm grabbing the Marshadow. I was going to say over the Oranguru, but our Oranguru is prized. But I'm grabbing the Marshadow over the Oranguru because it gets us more cards and it disrupts their hand. So, Professor Elm, Great Ball. Hopefully we can, let's see what we can get off the Great Ball. Okay, we got a 2. So we'll be attacking this turn. And, all right. Let's just hope they can't, they don't have any max potions or anything. But we're doing 170 with that Aether Paradise. Oh, geez, I forgot about that. We need to get 15 in here. All right, so after our next Skiploom, we will have 8, 10, 12. So we need 3 more after that. So we need some good Lost Blunders. We need more Trumbeak in there. We really just need 2 more of our Trumbeaks and a good Lost Blunder to start one-shotting. I wonder if he runs... I doubt he runs Acerola. He's putting another Venusaur Celebi down. Are we going to knock it out next turn if we can get something, if we can get an energy or anything, we may be knocking it out, which would be huge to dig into 3 of our prize cards. That would be insane. Insane. I'm so happy we went up against a tag team. And this was the one I was honestly worried about. Pikachu and Zekrom is tough, but we can get up to 240 easily. This thing with Aether Paradise and all the healing, oh, he did it. He risked it. Okay, let's see if it pays off for us. Are we going to get our 3 prizes? Just give me a supporter. Give me a top deck of something. We only got 24 cards left in deck. We haven't used a lot of supporters. Pokecom. Okay. We just got to hope we have another Marshadow in deck, and we do. Okay. So this works. We could get the knockout here, which would be nuts. Would be absolutely nuts. Okay, come on. Come on. We can get it. We can get it. We're going to see a lot of cards this turn. Okay. So we're going in with a Natu again. But good, we got our Trumbeak. Good, got rid of that Judge. And grabbing our Natu. Yes, we got the knockout this turn. Good stuff. Good stuff. Is he going to concede right here? I wouldn't be surprised. Three prizes. Trumbeak, Lost Blender, Oranguru. Fantastic. Are we going to one-shot now? If we get 2 more in here, we have 8, 10, 13, 15, doing 300, and we will be one-shotting Venusaur Celebi if we can get an energy. Grass energy, specifically. We don't have any more Natus. Oh, this is sweet. I love this. I was worried we weren't going to get... I was honestly worried we weren't going to get to that damage output that we needed. But we are. We are, and it's crazy. The one thing is we may have to put that Oranguru out, which will damage our output, but we need to draw. But it's oh, yes. All right, here we go. Oranguru and Guzma are going away because I want the Trumbeak to go out on its own. Okay, we're going to Cynthia just because we're going to get more cards out of the Cynthia. I think we're in one-shot territory, though. I'm positive. I'm positive. Yes. 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 This is sick. I am so pumped. I was honestly so worried that we weren't going to get to one-shot territory with this deck on those massive, massive tag teams, especially Venusaur Celebi, because I knew it was going to one-shot us every turn, and I knew that they had a lot of healing, and we still did it. We got up to 300 in that match. That was sweet. This deck is crazy. Cool. I love it. Anyway, I'm going to give you guys another look at the deck. I don't think we're going to go into a third match. I don't want this video to be too long. But I hope... Okay, our trade is complete. I was trading for some Beedrill because I want to make a Beedrill deck as well. But I hope you guys love this deck. I hope it works for you as well as it's working for me. We are hitting one-shots on tag teams with Lost March because 240 was almost kind of the cap of this deck's ability at times. And it was rough. And if we had prized some Skiplooms and Hoppips or whatever, we would have had a rough game against that Venusaur, I think. But we're doing great. We did great, and this deck is awesome. It's drastically improved by Pokecom. We use that so many times to get us out of a sticky situation. Eric's Hospitality we didn't really use, but it's great when we need it. And yeah, I am loving this deck. I hope you guys love it too. I hope it works well for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and just appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.